left and right. So this is facing me, and this is the pulmonary trunk here. Then if you open this left side up, notice that the walls are really thick, the walls of the left ventricle. You can see here the atrium, the left atrium wall is really smooth, and then the wall of the ventricle is a little bit rougher. So blood would be flowing from the left atrium through this valve is the bicuspid valve. Sorry, can you see that? And then into the left ventricle. These cords that are anchoring the bicuspid valve are the chordae tendineae, and those are set into the papillary muscles. So each of these little bulges are the papillary muscles. And the papillary muscles create a texture called trabeculae carneae. Then on the right side, at the same time, you'd have blood flowing into the right atrium. So you can see the smooth walls of the right atrium there. Here you can see inside of the auricle too. So that's the pectinate muscles inside of the auricle. So from the right atrium, the blood is going to flow through the tricuspid valve. So that's this one here. And its chordae tendineae and its papillary muscles. Into the right ventricle. So again, you have that rough texture. And then out through the pulmonary trunk. So this is called the moderator band. It coordinates the contraction of the right and left sides, the right and left ventricles. So I mentioned to you guys that you will need to know which of these blood vessels is which too. And the best way to do that is to just sort of use your probe to follow the course of each of the blood vessels. So anybody know what this one is? I'm going now into the right atrium. Or into the left atrium, sorry.
Is that the left pulmonary artery?
Pulmonary vein. Yep, good job. So the way you can sort of think that through is say, this is the side of the heart that has the really thick ventricle. So you know that the blood that's pumping from this side is going to go into systemic circulation, which means that the blood that's coming in has to go from the lungs, because remember they alternate. So if you have blood that's coming into the heart from the lungs, then it's the pulmonary vein. So then in through the pulmonary vein, into the left atrium, through the mitral valve, into the left ventricle, and then out into systemic circulation through... Sorry. What's that?
The aorta.
Right. So then at the same time on the other side, you've got blood coming into the right atrium via this blood vessel.
The superior vena cava.
Right. And then into the right atrium through the tricuspid valve into the right ventricle, and then out through this blood vessel.
I totally just blanked. Is that the right pulmonary artery?
It's not. There's no right and left though. This is the pulmonary trunk.
Pulmonary, okay.
Right. But it is a giant pulmonary artery, right? And then if you look inside of, the pulmonary artery, you can see this structure, which is the pulmonary semilunar valve. So here's one cusp of it, and then there's another cusp of it here. And then the third one is over, here. Okay? Questions?
Thanks.
Cool.